Iran says it has started job on growing its Uranus Enrich power, in instance its 2015 nuke transactions in Planet Power's collapses. The chief of Iran's nuclear agent said reporters it was evolving infrastructure facilities to construct progressive centrifuges at the Natanz installation. The agent says it is formally notification the joint nations nuke agent on the go in a email. CEO Donald Trump withdrew the U.S. of the transactions in Iran recent monthly. The chief of Iran's nuclear power organization, Ali Akbar Salehi, said reporters on Tuesday how preparations were by way to construct new centrifuges. If we were progressive usually, it would include undertaken 6 or 7 year, but the will now be prepared in the upcoming weeks and months, he told. The job will allow Iran to do more than Uranus hexafluoride, a key component in the Enrich trial. Mr. Salehi told the was in link in instructions of High Lead Ayatollah Khomeini, who has orderly officials to be produced to move up Enrich if the nuke transactions, named as JCPOA, waterfall separately fully. If the JCPOA collapses, happy pay focus. If the JCPOA collapses, and if we solve to collect new centrifuges, we will collect brand new generation of centrifuges. Yet, for the period creature, we go during the scope of the JCPOA, Mr. Salehi told. Mr. Salehi insists Iran is operating during the scope of the rules and commitments of the nuke transactions. The consent signed in the US, France, Germany, the UK, Russia, and China, framework Uranus Enrich by Iran 2%, far under the approximately 90% limit of arms-grade content. In exchanging, the nation acquired ease of deformation sanctions regime. By the treaty, Iran can construct components for the centrifuges as long as it does not put them in transactions during the at first 10 years. CEO Trump reasoned how these facility did not go far quite to restrain Iran's nuke ambitions and stretched out of the treaty, outgoing the left Europe signatories scramble to rescue it. Iran insists its nuke program is completely peace. Its accordance in the transactions has been checked by the IAEA. It is Iran's greatest Uranus Enrich installation, and began operational in 2007 Indiana violation of Union Safety Justice resolutions. It containing of subterranean buildings able of keeping up to 50,000 centrifuges. Uranus hexafluoride gas is fed in centrifuges, that individual out the largest fissionable Uranus radioisotopes in 235. The installation produces cheap enriched Uranus, that has a 3%, 4% focus of in 235. How can be utilized to make gas for nuke for seedling, but as well be fortified to the lot high standard of 90% necessary to make nuke arms. The is a precise alarm of Tehran how it is not just a witness and how if the nuke transactions collapses it has options too much. It comes as key Europe countries fight to hold the nuke treaty on lifetime supporting. Main world companies are already start to range themselves of Iran in terror of US sanctions regime. The go necessarily increases the feeling of stress and it perhaps does such countries thirsty to support the transactions few favors. It key points the entire question of Iran's before aspiring Enrich program and once again raises the issue as to precisely which the Enrich program was eventually to.